You didn't come to comfort me. You came to show what I don't see. Every truth I pushed aside was reflected in your eyes. No escape from what you bring. Every word a triggering of the things I tried to hide, buried somewhere deep inside. You exposed what I ignore, opened every hidden door. Not with kindness, not with ease, but a force I couldn't freeze. Every flaw I tried to mask became something you would ask me to face without retreat. Standing firmly on my feet, I resisted, I denied every truth you amplified, but it echoed far too loud to remain beneath the crowd. Not destruction, not attack, just no way to turn it back. You reveal what I conceal, make me face what I don't feel. Every layer stripped away till there's nothing left to say but the truth I tried to hide. I began to see it clear through the tension and the fear. Every piece I tried to run was a part I could become. You didn't fix or take control, just exposed a hidden role I had played with in my mind that kept everything confined. And through conflict I could see a version I could choose to be, not defined by what I fear, but by what I face right here. It's not easy, it's not light, but it pulls me into sight. You reveal what I conceal, make me face what I don't feel. Every layer stripped away till there's nothing left to say but the truth I tried to hide. If I turn away from this, will I fall back into bliss or remain within the space where I finally face my place? Still I stand within the flame of a truth I cannot tame. Not the same as I began, but becoming who I am. Your laughter drifts across the quiet evening air, while I remain a ghost who lingers there. You chase the days with friends and fleeting dreams. I trace your steps through every golden seam. The words I never speak are heavy on my tongue, 1,000 unsaid verses left unsung. I watch you shine from corners you will never see. Hold every moment like a fragile key. I carry all this fire silently, loving you in ways that set me free. Even if you never turn to find me here, my heart keeps beating in your atmosphere. You dance through crowds with effortless delight. the echoes of your light. Your morning's bright with coffee and new plans. Mine filled with shadows shaped by unseen hands. The distance grows yet pulls me even closer still. A quiet storm no other soul can feel. Corners you will never see. Hold every moment like a fragile key. I carry all this fire silently, loving you in ways that set me free. Even if you never turn to find me here, my heart keeps beating in your atmosphere. One day the veil might thin enough to let you know the years I spent in this invisible glow. But until then, I guard this secret flame, content to love without ever staking claim. From corners you will never see. Hold every moment like a fragile key. I carry all this fire silently, loving you until eternity. Even if the silence never breaks apart, you live forever in my quiet heart. Unspoken, always near. My vigil, crystal clear. It didn't feel like anything, just another passing thing. No weight behind the time we shared, no sense of something rare. You spoke in ways I didn't hear, not because you weren't clear, but I never tried to find what was hidden in your lines. Every moment slipped away, unacknowledged in its day, till the absence took its place and rewrote what I could face. Now I see what I ignored. Every detail I restored. Replay what used to be through a lens I couldn't see. Then I shape it into more than it ever was before. Every memory expands into something I can stand, knowing I was standing there without knowing what was rare. Clarity wasn't meant to disappear, to become this echo here. Now I carry what remains in the shape of quiet pain, not a loss I can repair, just a weight I'm left to bear. It started with a simple thought, a contradiction quickly caught. You challenged every word I used, like truth was something to diffuse. No agreement, no retreat, just a clash we both repeat. Something sparked within the fight that kept pulling us to the light. You dissected every claim, turned my logic into flame. I responded in return, matching every twist you learned. Every sentence held a test of who could redefine it best. Not to win but to explore what the other stood for. We built tension out of thought, every answer tightly wrought, till the line between us blurred into something more than words. Not just conflict, not just fire, but a deeply rooted wire. We collide in what we think, never letting either sink. Every clash reveals a part of a deeper hidden art, where attraction finds its ground. Down, 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 down. You anticipate my frame before I even stake my claim. Every move I try to make, you adjust before it breaks. I evolve within your reach, learning faster than you teach. Through the friction we create in this ever-shifting state. No conclusion, no clear end, just a cycle we extend, where the tension feeds the core of something neither can ignore. No surrender, no control, just expansion of the role. We collide in what we think, never letting either sink. Every clash reveals a part of a deeper hidden art, where attraction finds its ground. Down, 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 down. If we stop this mental race, will we lose what we embrace, or discover something new in the silence breaking through? Still we push beyond the line of your thoughts and into mine, finding meaning in the strain of a bond we can't contain. In ancient streets where lanterns glowed with flame, I knew your soul before I knew your name. Through wars and peace, through dust and golden rain, we circle back, defying time's cruel game. No distance or decade can erase the thread that pulls us close when all is done and said. We find each other in the turning of the wheel, hearts remembering what the mind forgot to feel. Across the centuries, our love Both of us spinning through the night, always returning to the light. We stopped speaking in direct lines. Everything became designs hidden in the way you pause, or how I bend my cause. Meaning travels underground in signals that don't make sound. We learn to speak in sideways truth without exposing what we lose. Every glance is algorithm, every silence is rhythm. We encrypt what we intend, so nothing fully has to end. I decode your shifting tone like language never written down, and still I answer in disguise, so neither of us realizes. We don't say what we know, we translate as we go. We love encoded interference, broken lines of interference. Every feeling recompiled into something more defiled, but still somehow alive. Somehow alive. Your distance has a syntax too, a grammar only I construe. And when you move, I count a shift to keep the system from a rift. We never touch the actual word, only fragments we inferred. And in that space between intent, we build what neither ever meant. No clarity, no break, just patterns we remake. We love encoded interference, broken lines of interference. Every feeling recompiled into something more defiled, but still somehow alive. If we decode all we became, would anything still feel the same? Or would the language fall apart and leave us back at zero start? Still we speak in shifting signs and corrupted subtle lines, and call it love we understand, though neither of us ever can. Candles flicker in the silent road, shadows move where no winds blow. I step forward without doubt into something I allowed. Your presence hums beneath my skin, like a vow I'm stepping in. No resistance left to show, only path I choose to go. Every gesture feels ordained, like a pattern prearranged. You don't ask, you don't command, still I follow where you stand. Symbols traced in quiet air mark the bond we slowly share, not enforced but understood in a way that feels too good. Every layer I release brings a deeper sense of peace, even as I start to fade into something newly made. No return to who I knew. Every step rewrites what's true. always waiting for him, guiding me through every storm. Not with force, not with demand, but through something I can't stand. To resist or walk away, even if I try to stray, something pulls me back again through a thread I can't explain. Every thought begins to bend toward a place I comprehend. Less is mine and more is ours, guilt within these hidden powers. I don't question what I feel, even if it's not fully real. I give in without defense, crossing every consequence. Not a loss but a descent into something permanent, where your presence defines me. If I break this sacred line, will I lose what feels divine, or awaken to a truth that I gave away my proof? Still I kneel within the frame of a bond I cannot name. Not myself yet not a part, just a vessel of your mark. We carry the pieces of battles we lost alone, scars hidden deep where no one else has shown. Your words like sutures pull the edges tight, and suddenly the world doesn't feel so cold at night. Every breath we share starts to fill the empty space, turning silence into something we can embrace. You heal the parts I thought were gone for good, mend the cracks with threads of gentle tether. In your light the shadows learn to surrender. We turn the pain to petals, blooming where we stood. You heal the parts I thought were gone, fear. Together we face the unknown without a tear. The past becomes the root that holds us near. Our future bright because you're here. You heal the parts I thought were gone for good. Mend the cracks with threads of gentle tether. In your light, the shadows learn to surrender. We turn the pain to petals, blooming where we stood. You heal the parts, now the wounds have closed. Turn the hurt into our victory prose. Love's the soil, our roots intertwine. In this garden we create, our souls align. Healed and whole in the light we chose. Forever blooming where our story grows. It never started as a game. No intention, no clear aim. Just a shift I couldn't name. In the way we both behaved. You'd speak and wait a second more, watching what I'd answer for. Every pose became a scale, measuring who would prevail. I responded in kind, not aware but intertwined, till the balance slowly changed into something unexplained. No admission, no display, just a subtle drift and play. We compare without a sound. In the way we look around, every gesture, every move feels like something left to prove. Though we never say it out. You'd withdraw, I'd follow through, then reverse what we both do. Every action mirrored twice in a quiet sacrifice. We kept score without a chart, in the silence of the heart, till the connection we once knew faded into something new. No clear line where it began, just a shift we didn't plan. We compare without a sound. In the way we look around, every gesture, every move feels like something left to prove. Though we never say it out. If we stop and let it be, would we find simplicity, or uncover something more that we never faced before? Still it lingers in the air, in the way we're both aware of a measure undefined that exists within our minds. We stepped outside the world we knew, into a space defined by two. No outside noise, no other sound, just a silence we both found. Everything beyond this place faded without leaving a trace, till it felt like only we defined what reality could be. We built a circle none could cross, where nothing external could get lost. Every thought began to loop inside the self-contained group. You became my reference point. Every feeling we anoint as valid within this sphere, where nothing else could interfere. But slowly something starts to shift within the patterns that we gift, as repetition shapes the air into something hard to bear. No escape, no outside view, just reflections of me and you. We exist within our own self-created undertone. Every thought begins to blend till we don't know where we end, or if there's more beyond this space. Time dissolves into a loop, replaying every truth we group. No progression, no release, just a cycle without peace. Every answer leads to more, the same as before, till the meaning starts to fade in the patterns that we made. And I question quietly if this is what we're meant to be, or just something we became through repetition without name. No direction left to choose, only what we can't refuse. We exist within our own self-created undertone. Every thought begins to blend till we don't know where we end, or if there's more beyond this space. If we break beyond this line, will we rediscover time, or collapse into the void of a world we both destroy? Still we circle endlessly in this closed identity, not apart and not combined, just confined within the mind. I remember you before we met, in places neither of us left yet. A laugh that hasn't reached your mouth, but echoes from your future now. You feel like something I've outgrown before it even was my own, like memory without a source, rewriting every single chord. I meet you in delayed events, in rearranged occurrences, where cause and consequence collapse and everything loops back. Perhaps your words arrive before they form, your silence breaks before the storm, and I respond to what will be as if it already knows swiftest overlapping time. I love you in the wrong direction, through temporal intersection. Every moment misaligned, yet perfectly redefined, like we've already occurred. I've seen your endings and your starts, rewritten in inverted parts, and still I choose you in between, where nothing stays and nothing's seen. You don't believe me when I say we've already lost our way, but I remember every drift, even before it has a shift. Time falls without consent into what hasn't happened yet. I love you in the wrong direction, through temporal intersection. Every moment misaligned, yet perfectly redefined, like we've already occurred. If we finally align in time, will we erase this shifting rhyme, or lose the version I already knew before I ever met you? Still I move through fractured days, where your future softly plays, and calling love before it's real, because I already feel. I didn't come here empty-handed, though I tried to seem unbranded. Every step I took to you carried something no one's knew. Overreaction shaped my tone, even when I stood alone. Every fear I thought was gone quietly kept moving on. You and what will be. I notice things you'd never see. The way you shift unconsciously. Every habit, every trace leaves a mark I can retrace. You think your movements happen free, but they align predictably. Every choice you think is yours follows paths I mapped before. I don't need to ask you why. Your reactions don't defy what I've already understood better than you ever could. No surprises left to find. I've decoded all your signs. I read through you effortlessly. Every hidden frequency, all your thoughts begin to show before you even let them go. Nothing you can keep from me. You start to feel it in your skin, like something's watching from within. Every step you try to change still returns within my range. You resist but can't explain why it feels so predefined. Like your freedom's just a shape that conforms within my mind. No escape from what I see. You exist transparently. I read through you effortlessly. Every hidden frequency, all your thoughts begin to show before you even let them go. Nothing you can keep from me. If you break outside the line, will you finally redefine or discover every move still aligns with what I prove? Still, I follow every sign mapped within a grand design. You can try to disappear, but I'll always keep you near. I didn't see it at the start. The borrowed echoes in your heart. Something familiar in your tone that never fully felt your own. You held me like you knew me well, but something didn't fully settle. Like I was standing in a place that once belonged to someone's trace. Every word you chose to say felt rehearsed in a certain way. Not for me, but something past that somehow still managed to last. I try to fit into the frame of a story with no name, but every moment felt missing. presence lingering here. I exist in borrowed light, shaped by someone out of sight. Every feeling you express carries traces I can't address of a love that's not with me. I began to question why every moment felt like a lie. Not because you meant to fake, but from something you couldn't break. You tried to build something new, but kept filtering it through a memory that wouldn't fade, no matter what we tried to make. And I slowly realized I was filling in the lines of a figure you once knew that was never really you. No one wrong, no one to blame, just a misplaced kind of frame. I exist in borrowed light, shaped by someone out of sight. Every feeling you express carries traces I can't address of a love that's not with me. If I step outside your view, will you finally see what's true? Or just search for me again in the shape you knew back then? Still I stand within the role of a half-completed whole, knowing I was never seen for the person in between. Nothing made immediate sense when we collided by accident. No clear path, no steady line, just a spark misaligned. You moved without a fixed direction, I reacted with reflection. Every moment felt unstable, yet somehow still sustainable. We didn't try to organize what we felt or what we'd hide. We let everything exist without needing to persist. No control, no guiding thread, just momentum where we led. We don't follow any rules, turning chaos into tools. Every clash becomes a spark, lighting up inside the dark, where disorder feels like home. We disrupt what others build, find a space where we can yield, not to order, not to form, but to something undefined. Every shift we amplify, rather than simplify, till the mess becomes a place that we both can navigate. Nothing fixed and nothing planned, still it somehow understands. We don't follow any rules, turning chaos into tools. Every clash becomes a spark, lighting up inside the dark, where disorder feels like home. structure we create. Still we thrive within the noise, in the tension we deploy, finding balance in the wild of a system undefined. Your touch rewires every circuit in my brain. I'm counting minutes till I feel that rush again. The way you pull me under leaves me gasping wide. A beautiful disaster I can't hide. No antidote exists for this electric high. I'm drowning willingly beneath your sky. You're the rush that rewrites all my veins, the craving that erases every chain. Pull me deeper till there's nothing left to save. I'm addicted to the way you misbehave. You're the venom wrapped in velvet skin, the only poison I keep inviting in. A love like this will never let me go. I'm lost inside the undertow. Nights bleed into days without a single break. I trade my sanity for every breath you take. Your whispers echo louder than the warning signs. I'm rewriting all my former lines. The more I need, the less I recognize myself. You've become my only sense of wealth. You're the rush that rewrites all my veins, the craving that erases every chain. Pull me deeper till there's nothing left to save. I'm addicted to the way you misbehave. You're the venom wrapped in velvet skin, the only poison I keep inviting in. Love like this will never let me go. I'm lost inside the undertow. If this is ruin, let it swallow me complete. I'll sign away tomorrow for one more heartbeat. No turning back from where our edges meet. This sweet destruction feels so bittersweet. You're the rush that rewrites all my veins, the craving that erases every chain. Pull me deeper till the old me disappears. I'm addicted through the joy and through the tears. You're the venom wrapped in velvet skin, the only high where I will always win. Love like this defines my every breath, until there's nothing but us left. Velvet venom coursing through